Hello? Hello? Welcome
Hello,
back, guys.
hello.
Welcome back to Lucy, the
Eternity she wished for.
yeah. So, what do we remember from last episode? Episode 2.
Basically, we found out that she's really advanced compared to other androids.
Yeah.
Found that out from the repairman.
Yeah. And he wanted to buy her
Yeah.
over us, and we denied it, or he denied it himself. We didn't have a choice to deny it.
Yeah.
And she had a whole story of her previous owners, somewhat. A little background of
the
her.
lab or whatever.
Yeah, the lab, the researchers. And that she had a really heartfelt story with having been abandoned in the junkyard, and then she heard our voice and she used every strength in her body to move, and we were basically God to her. Picked her up, everything. What else do we remember? It was mostly like repair shop, huh? And then she was like, really like the scene and everything because she's never been outside.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna put on our faces. 3, 2, 1. Hey, there we are. Hold on, I'm just trying to get up chat real quick. And put this in here. And then we're getting straight to the game.
Alright.
Go. Start. Oh!
What?
I put start.
It's gonna load. Do what you do.
Yeah, I do these things sometimes, okay? We know what. Oh, hey, when we first started out, it was 12. Oh, wait, that was.
Yeah, we're on the 13th, so
right.
it was just yesterday, basically.
Can I? I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
No. I'm thinking about just like ending the game, right? Executing it. It's gonna... Yeah, here we go. This one, right? Yes, return to title screen, please.
There we go.
Now that I think about it, it feels like it is a little cropped out on our view, but everyone else's view looks alright. Alright, load. Right here, October 13th. Second one. And we just got back home, huh? We were carrying her all the way back home from the repair shop. That's what we're leaving off right now. Oh my gosh.
I unlocked the front door and into the house. Unlike usual, I could sense someone's presence inside.
Probably your dad?
I hear a couple of voices coming from the television inside the living room.
Probably your dad?
My father appears to have returned home early.
Oh, interesting.
Makes me feel uneasy.
Uh-oh, yeah. Because his work requires him to be out later, or really early-ish.
He's usually always at work, basically.
Yeah, never home.
I effortlessly, am I saying it right?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Effortlessly
remove my shoes using only my feet. Come to think of it, I was always home alone. It's been this way ever since I'd grown old enough to take care of myself. Before that, we used to have a housekeeper watching over the place. However, that was only until I began middle school. From then on, I was always by myself. I would eat breakfast alone, I would eat dinner alone, the cycle would repeat endlessly. I don't even remember the last time all of us ate dinner together as a family. There's no such thing as a home-cooked meal in this household.
That's about to change,
I've eaten so many different kinds of instant foods in my life that I've come to memorize every product of every brand.
It's gonna be yes.
My father puts his work before family. And my new mother follows my father everywhere to support him while practically ignoring me.
Aww.
That is my family at this point. feels out of place to see someone actually at home.
I wanted
Huh.
to get to see our dad. We're not gonna check in on him. Oh,
My father's on the couch watching television.
where? That's good. Oh, there he is. Oh, he looks mean. You're back.
He doesn't even turn around to face me. It implies that he's not in a good mood.
He doesn't look like it. Yes, father. You're very late.
I checked the time. It wasn't actually that late. There are times when I'd be back much later. I wonder if this man even knows how old I am. This man.
This man. Where have you been wandering around for so long? Don't you know that you'll be in college soon? Ooh.
What?
I thought we were only second year. Well, I guess a whole nother year.
I don't bother replying. Says the guy who never paid any attention to me.
Yeah.
I think to myself. I don't get along too well with my father. Our relationship compares badly with other families. But that is to be expected. We've never spent much quality time together.
Oh man.
Going to the zoo or playing soccer together. I don't have any of those fond memories that other kids my age probably have. My earliest memories are my father's stern face. So it would be even more bizarre if we actually got along.
Uh-oh.
As I stand in silence, the old man launches his next attack. Oh my God.
Who's that behind you? Because we're still... Are you not listening to me? He's more mad, like he's got the... like... Yeah, see the...
He
scrunch.
still doesn't bother looking at me. I've gotten used to minding my own business. We keep to our own devices. To solve any conflicts within a family, you would normally need to sit down together and talk about it. But my father doesn't think there's any need for that. He thinks everything is fine the way it is.
Jeez.
It'd be really painful to talk face to face with that man, though.
I just stopped by somewhere on the way home.
Yeah, I'll just deal with our usual exchange. As long as I don't make him angry, that's good enough for me. I just need to maintain a peace between us.
I hate to see him when he's angry.
I know.
He's already mad.
It's always been this way. As usual, I try my best not to rock the boat.
I don't know what you kids are up to these days. He relaxes his face. But remember that students like you should be studying. I'm saying this for your sake. You don't end up like me. I'm just kidding. Speechless. So stop hanging around with those brats who only care about having fun. You can't afford to lose sight of your main goal. Stay focused. I'll be going to my room now.
With that said, I try to make my escape. Our conversation would usually end about here. But Lucy, who'd been silent all this time, decides to whisper something into my ear.
저... 실례지만 주인님, 저분이 주인님의 아버님인가요?
She knows.
Pardon Lucy, but would that person be Master's father? I hesitate whether I should tell her or not. In the end, I quietly whisper back. Lucy taps my shoulders.
주인님, 이제 내려주세요.
Master, please let Lucy down.
She's like a little kid.
I have no choice but to grant her wish. Maybe Lucy's voice had caught him by surprise.
Oh no.
Oh.
Here we go. Here we go. We get beat up now.
Because my father finally turned to face me.
Oh.
He's wearing a bewildered look.
Who's your guess?
With a wide smile, Lucy grabs onto the edges of her skirt. Then she performs a flawless curtsy that would make a princess envious.
안녕하세요, 아버님. 다목적 용도로 제작된 안드로이드 루시 발렌타인이라고 합니다.
Hello, before father is an android with limitless capability. Lucy Valentine.
오늘부터 이 집에서 신세를 지게 되었으니
Lucy will be in
앞으로 잘
father's care from now
부탁드려요.
on, so she hopes she will get along nicely with everyone.
What? It's just a robot? He's not impressed now? He's like,
His attitude changes completely.
alright.
The sharpness in his voice penetrates every part of my body, but Lucy doesn't seem to notice. Or rather, she's pretending not to. She continues with a smile.
Yeah, as you
청소,
see.
빨래, 세탁, 요리.
Cooking,
어느 것이든
cleaning, the
맡겨만
laundry,
주세요.
please leave everything to Lucy.
루시는 일반
Household
가정에서
chores are
필요로
no
하는
match for
수많은
Lucy.
가정
Oh,
일들을
man.
프로 수준으로 능수능란하게 수행하는 것이 가능하답니다.
I'm sorry, but there's nothing we need from a robot in this family. I suggest that you go look for You go look for somewhere else to stay. Wow.
신뢰되는 말씀입니다만 아버님,
Please excuse Lucy.
루시가 할 수
But
있는
there's a lot
일은
more she can do
생각하시는
than just simple
것보다 훨씬
chores.
다양하답니다.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. This is not looking good.
Put the boys back home.
Meanwhile, Lucy continues to ramble on, completely oblivious to what is about to happen.
앞서 말했던 부분 이외에도
Lucy can also help
아버님께서
relieve father's
걱정하시는
previous
부분인
concerns regarding
아드님을
his
위한
son.
물론 더할 나위
Lucy is a
없이
perfect
우수한 교사들의
educational tool
교육법들만
with access to
엄선해서
lectures
참고하고
given
있기도
by
하고요.
world-renowned professors from various universities.
Wow.
She's talking as if she's about to become my personal tutor.
그 외에도 유용한 기능이 많답니다.
Oh.
Lucy has lots more features,
재봉일이라든지 알뜰한 살림을 위한 가계부
such as
정리라든지
sewing, plumbing, and
Just where did you get this piece of junk? Get it out of my sight.
it's so scary. His angry outburst is as sudden as it is intense. It catches Lucy off guard. She stumbles backwards in alarm. No surprises here.
No surprises here.
I saw all this coming from a mile away.
It's a present from a friend.
I lie instinctively.
I would do the same.
Would you?
My dad is that scary. He's about to smack us both. Get rid of both of us.
Oh my god. If I honestly tell him that I'd found her in the trash, he'd definitely force me to take her back there. I'll just say that I got her from Dr. Gears. My father knows his manners. There's no way he'll make me throw away a present.
Ha! Really? You haven't stopped being a troublemaker since you were little.
Oh my god.
What have I always told you? Robots are ruining society. This is why we're not tech savvy. Did you forget all about all of that?
My father has always been like this. Robots are becoming increasingly more common. They're gradually making their way into our daily lives. But my parents consider them as intruders infiltrating human society.
This is why we like our watch, our old watch and everything.
They're unable to catch up with the shifts in technology whilst they refuse to let go of their traditional ways. They simply refuse to coexist with robots. Thanks to that, I grew up hearing nothing but bad things about robots.
I see why. Oh, so this is okay. Well, what's wrong with keeping one around the house? What's wrong, you ask? I've read that most families own androids nowadays. Why can't we just keep one for convenience?
I've clearly just added fuel to the fire.
Convenience? Think about the type of people that care about convenience. Convenience makes us lazy.
Oh.
And it does. And when we're lazy, our minds don't work properly. Convenience makes our minds weak. Speechless, I reply. It's obvious how they'll live the rest of their lives without realizing that they're hopelessly lazy. They'll just end up living a meaningless existence. Wow. And speechless again.
I've already lost count of how many times I've heard this from him. Today's lecture is variant B. It goes from A to Z, by the way.
Wow.
I'm so sick of this. I just want to wrap up this conversation so I can leave as soon as possible.
Anyway, I've accepted it already, so we should keep it. I'm the one who's gonna be using it, so why do you care?
Ooh.
And who's the one going to be paying for the electricity? Who taught you who taught you to be so selfish?
Oh my god.
Time to reach my
I'm
limit.
starting to reach my limit.
Look at the heartbeat.
Come on. I want to leave.
Then I'll pay for it. I could get a part-time job. Or Lucy can. That's good. A job? You're going to get a job? You're going to work when you should be studying? Yes? Do you even realize how important this phase in your life is? These years in high school could decide the rest of your future. High school, huh? With whose permission are you planning to work?
Ooh.
Kids like you should be studying. Can't yell right now. Just keep your mouth shut and study. Oh, we get... Well, I'll pay you back when I grow up, so just leave me alone. Damn it. Gonna get
Oh
one
my
punch.
God.
That's
I scream at the top of my lungs. His eyes widen in shock. That was to be expected. I never raised my voice in front of my parents before. You can't do this, you can't do that. Then, just what the heck do you expect me to do? I'm so fierce that I can almost feel steam rising from my head. At the same time, my father's eyes quickly narrow and begin to burn with rage.
We're out of here. I would just walk out of the room by then. By now. And then.
Wow, would you?
Yeah, and say something. Say something while walking out.
Oh my god. Time slows down, and I'm left struggling to process what had just happened. Oh, we're still here. I stand in place, holding my sore cheeks as I stare at my father in shock. What?
Oh, jeez.
Not knowing what to do, Lucy is fidgeting non-stop.
Like, just where did you learn to be so stubborn? I never raised you this way. Silence.
Shocked and humiliated, I can no longer calm my fiery soul. I turn around and stomp off toward my room.
It's me.
I pull Lucy along with me.
That's me.
주인님?
Oh, master?
And grab you that hand.
Jeez! Hesitating, Lucy eventually makes a short bow to my father and trails along. Behind me, I hear my father yelling. But I shut it all out as my blind rage is nearly overpowering.
Wow. Yeah.
Stomping.
Stomping all the way up. To me. Locking the door.
Entering my room, I lock the door behind me. I hear my father yelling as he continues banging on my door for a while.
Open it.
Oh my god.
Oh jeez.
I'm not sure how many minutes have gone by.
We're climbing out the window.
Feels like an eternity. Even if I block my ears, I can still sense the floor shaking.
Oh, no.
Still knocking.
I still got it.
I curl up my body and wait for the moment to pass.
Get tired. He'll just tire himself out. Go back to my TV.
Staying in his room all night, probably.
Yeah.
The clock slowly ticks away. After a long while, I uncover my ears. The noises have stopped and I finally begin to relax. As my head eventually clears up, I realize what I've done.
Phew.
I'd finally lost control. I've yelled at my father for the first time in my life.
You probably needed that.
It's been a while since the last time I was hit by my father. Oh my god.
So we were the ones that got hit when they went.
Oh, that's why I said his sore cheeks.
Yeah.
Cheek,
Do we
maybe.
get slapped by?
Probably.
Or punched in the cheeks?
Oh, it was like rupturing of a dam after so much pressure and strain. Thinking back, it's strange that we've never had any direct confrontations like this one. Our relationship was like an unstable bomb, but I'd always managed to prevent it from going off. But today was different. Well, it was bound to happen sooner or later.
Right? Exactly. Phew.
Oh,
Hey, don't
hey,
there's still my
just
one
still-
line.
I try to slow down my breathing.
저 주인님,
Master? Lucy calls out to me cautiously.
What is it?
저 괜찮으신지요?
Is Master alright? I wonder what she means by alright. Nothing's alright.
Nothing's the matter. Just kidding.
But I know what she meant. So I gave a small nod anyway. With a wet handkerchief from who knows where.
Oh man. Oh no.
Lucy wipes down my sweaty forehead.
Where did you get that? Just getting tapped on the head.
The fruity smell of her perfume is surprisingly calming.
저 외람되지만 주인님,
You say, Master, with all due respect.
What is it?
아버님께 그런 말투를 쓰는 건 좋지 않다고 생각해요.
It's not right to use that sort of language with Master's father.
I know, but you don't live with them.
My face quickly becomes contorted with anger.
What the heck? Are you also telling me I'm a bad person?
Lucy shakes her head.
Is that yes or is that no? No.
나쁘다고 하는 건 아니에요.
Lucy isn't saying that Master is bad,
하지만
but she thinks
아버님과
that
대화할
Master should be
때는
polite
좀 더
towards his
다정하게
parents.
말하는 편이 좋다고 생각해요.
You don't
가족이잖아요.
understand.
분명 속으로는 상처받으셨을 거예요.
It's Master's family. Father was probably very hurt inside.
Oh, you don't think that I'm bad, huh? When you're the one telling me that it's my fault entirely? I was the one hurt, and he was the one who hurt me. Hey, my head is aching, so just drop it and leave me alone. Curl up.
Lucy, who had been squirming about, goes completely still. Both her eyes suddenly lose their color. After a while, she springs back to life.
하지만 주인님, 메모리칩에 기록된 통상적인 가정 문제들을 검색해본 결과
Master, in regards to the information on Lucy's memory chip, investigating various scenarios regarding family conflicts show that
가정 불화를 유도하는 바람직하지 않은 대화 유형 중에 주인님과 아버님 사이에서 벌어진 패턴과 유사한 과정이 다수 검출되었답니다.
the conversation between Master and his father was found to be one of the least desirable outcomes.
What are you talking about?
논리적으로 따져봤을 때 주인님의 행동은 여러 2차적 문제를 야기시킬 가능성이 있어요.
Logically speaking, it means that additional repercussions may arise from this incident if Master takes no action.
이 문제를 해결하기 위해서는 먼저 주인님께서 잘못을 인정하고 아버님께 사죄를
Hey. Now here
To
we go.
solve this issue, Master Master
Master. That's her name.
Master should recognize his mistakes and apologize to.
Shut up! Your explanations don't even make sense, and you're calling it logical? You wouldn't understand a thing anyway.
네? 루시가 본 게 뭐냐고 하시면
What wouldn't Lucy understand?
What can you possibly tell from watching us for just 5 minutes? What did you exactly find out about us? How can you say something so ignorant without knowing anything about the past 18 years we spent together?
The android tilts its head, looking confused.
Stumped. Answer this. How many minutes are there in a day?
1440분입니다.
1,440 minutes.
How many in a year?
52만 5600분입니다.
525,600 minutes.
Then what about 18 years?
Oh my god.
946만 800분입니다.
Is that 9 million?
That is 9,460,800
460,800 minutes.
A lot of minutes there.
As expected from a robot, her calculations are quick and accurate.
That's right. Out of the 9,460,800 minutes I spent with my father, you've seen only 5. That's less than 0.0001% an inefficient amount. Insignificant amount, sorry. It's my fault that you've had to witness something like this. But that man is always finding the smallest excuses to teach me things that only he himself believes. Think of it as throwing out an entire pan of pizza because of a single burnt piece of pepperoni. Where's the logic in that?
Lucy's eyes lose their focus. It's just like before. Could she be looking up something inside her memory chip again? Or maybe she's doing a search online? She returns after a moment.
죄송합니다, 주인님.
Sorry.
앞서 말하신 대부분의 의도를 루시는 완벽하게 파악하지 못하겠어요.
Lucy doesn't understand what Master is saying.
I figured as much.
Cause and effect. The universe operates on this principle. If a father neglects his son, then of course the son would neglect his father in return. Who's at a bigger fault here?
하지만 주인님,
But Master?
What?
말씀하신 피자는 한 조각의 파파로니만 바꾸면 완벽한 피자가 될 수 있답니다.
Going back to the pizza, by simply replacing the burnt piece of pepperoni, it would become perfect as a whole? How much longer can I argue with this smiling, carefree robot? I lie down on my bed while hugging my throbbing head.
Oh man.
Then I let out one of my trademark phrases.
Trademark. This is why I hate robots. They're all so stupid.
Oh my gosh. Lucy appears to be brooding over something. After a while, she finally speaks up again.
주인님, 문제 해결을 위해서는 역시 어느 한쪽이 먼저 화해를 청해야 한다고 생각해요.
Master, Lucy truly does believe that one side always needs to take the initiative in order to solve a problem.
That's true, man.
Yeah.
Then why should I be the one apologizing? Because you should be the bigger guy. I'm not the bad guy here. Then if you're not...
주인님이 나쁘지 않더라도 먼저 화해를 요청해야 한다고 생각해요.
Even if that's not the case, Lucy still thinks that it's important to do so.
Not gonna happen. Shouldn't the old guy be more mature and understanding? I'm a high school student. I do stuff on impulse. Do you get what I mean by that?
아, 그거라면 알아요.
Oh,
오토바이를 타고 질주하면서 유리창을 깨고 다니는 시절을 말하는 거지요?
Master is talking about the age when people go around smashing through windows while riding motorbikes and such, yes?
Somewhat. Just a little.
Kind of exaggerated, but as long as she gets my point.
She totally gets it. Yeah. I'm one of those kids these days. The adults are the one are always going on about. It's natural that I have trouble controlling my emotions. So don't expect much from me.
To be honest, I do think that I'm way more mature than the other kids at my age. This is all irrelevant though. I'm sure anybody would take their family matters very seriously.
하지만 아버님이라고 사과하기가 쉽지는 않으실 거예요.
But it wouldn't be easy for father to apologize.
How do you know?
그런 성격이시니까요.
It's because of his personality.
You've learned so much from meeting him for just a few minutes. You're really impressive, I tell you. Ooh.
시간의 길이는 중요하지 않아요.
How long Lucy has known Master and his family is not of concern.
루시의 안에는 방대한 양의 유사 정보가 축적되어 있거든요.
Lucy has all kinds of information available to her at her fingertips.
루시가 가지고 있는 여러 소스에 의하면
And according to various sources,
Sources? What kinds of sources? Wikipedia? Reddit? 4chan?
ignoring my outburst, Lucy continues.
기록되어 있는 아버님의 행동 패턴 및 성향을 세밀하게 분석해 본 결과
Father's actions in great detail.
아버님께서는 의무에 충실하신 반면 고지식함과 완고함을 가지는 전형적인 가부장적인 남성의 면모를 보여주고 계십니다.
Lucy concludes that he possesses the typical characteristic of a male leader.
모든 감정을 억제하는 것이 가장으로서의 미덕이라고 여기고 계시는 거겠지요.
He's very stubborn, assertive, and prefers an aggressive approach.
Okay, and?
평생에 걸쳐 쌓아온 습관을 바꾸기란 쉬운 일이 아니랍니다.
It's difficult to change the way a person lives his life.
Speech.
주인님께서 먼저 말을 해보시는 편이 좋을 것 같아요.
It would be better for Master to reach out to him first.
Right? By the way,
네?
Yes?
if you want me to make up with my father, that means I'll have to throw you out. He's not the type of person to make any compromises. Have you even realized this?
Oh, I guess not.
어떻게 해야 하죠? 쫓겨나는 건 아주 곤란하거든요.
What should Lucy do? It'd be bad if that actually happened.
Good. Don't ask me.
Oh.
Why don't you think before you talk next time? Oh my gosh.
I shake my head. The reasons behind this mess of a conversation is the fact that I'm talking to a robot. Sometimes I forget that she's a robot in the first place.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to forget.
And sometimes it's reversed where I end up deliberately pointing out her flaws as a robot. And then everything in my head gets mixed up. This robot really knows how to stress people out.
Not even. Not even. What, she's gonna surprise us both, probably. And have us make up with them. Oh, here we go. We haven't said it this episode, so let's do it. The 3 laws of robotics. We gotta keep this in mind. Number 1, a robot may not injure a human being, or through inaction, allow a human being to come to harm. 2, a robot must obey the orders given by the one posing control or authority, except where such orders would conflict the first law. 3, a robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law. Keep that in mind.
May 11th,
Ooh.
Doctor.
This is back. We're going back to the past again. And this is the previous owner. One of the previous owners.
Kind of an owner, but not really.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Well, he was the inventor, I think, of her.
yeah.
Nothing. Lucy? Nothing. Lucy. Lucy Valentine. Can you hear me? Your eyes.
루,
Boo.
Can you hear me? Lucy Valentine.
It's coming to life.
Yeah, focus. Looks like
Lou.
루시,
Lucy.
Yes, Lucy Valentine. That is your name.
루시,
Lucy.
루시 발렌타인.
Lucy Valentine.
당신은
And you are?
Do you recognize who I am?
Lucy slowly shakes her head.
Is that so?
I continue.
I'm Dr. Ryu, and this is the K Robotics Research Lab.
류원
Dr. Ryu.
박사.
Yes, Dr. Ryu. I'm your creator.
나를 만든
My creator.
사람.
Yes,
나를 만든
My creator. Dr. Ryu.
류원
Dr.
박사님.
Ryu.
yes, Ryu. That is my name. It's funny to be saying all of this now. But yes, Ryu, that is my name. It's a bit of a late introduction, but be sure to cherish it and remember it.
기억했습니다.
Yes,
류원
Dr. Ryu.
박사님.
Huh. I feel like this is gonna build up to this. So good. We lost. We know them. We know them by heart. That's good. October 14th. This is the next day
next
for
day. Yep.
us, the present time.
Bing. Let's see what happens.
주인님.
Master.
주인님.
Master. My body is being shaken from side to side.
주인님.
Master. Something is shaking my body.
주인님 일어나세요.
Wake up, Master.
What do you want?
Still feeling drowsy, I try my hardest to overcome the weight of my drooping eyelids. I finally managed to force to open my eyes.
That's good.
Pretty tired.
Yeah. Oh, we see her up close this time.
And right before me was a pair of blue eyes the size of frying pans.
Size of frying pan. Ah! I'm guessing we fell out of bed.
I stare at Lucy in bewilderment as I find myself falling off my bed.
이제 아침이랍니다. 좋은 꿈 꾸셨나요?
It's morning now. Did Master enjoy his sleep? Before I make any attempt to talk back to her, I decide to check the time. It was earlier than usual. I let out a big yawn.
It's so early in the morning.
Before I could ask why I was woken up so ahead of schedule, I start to sniff. I could smell something delicious. Cooked. My room was filled with the mouth-watering scent. I tell myself that the neighbors must be cooking up something good. Then Lucy suddenly opens her mouth.
아침 식사 준비가 되어 있답니다.
Breakfast will be ready soon. Those words were the most unexpected.
Did you say breakfast?
냉장고에 있는 재료로
breakfast?
맛있는 한식 메뉴를 준비해봤어요.
Lucy tried preparing something from the leftovers in the fridge.
다만 입에 맞으실지는 모르겠네요.
She hopes it will be to Master's liking.
TV dinners. That's the breakfast.
The word had a nostalgic ring to it. When was the last time I'd eaten something other than fast food for breakfast?
Today.
특별히 싫어하시는 음식은 있으신가요?
Oh, are there any dishes that Master dislikes in particular?
I just can't have nuts. And I'm just gonna... No.
싫어하는 식재료는요?
Any ingredients then?
Food? No. Nothing like that.
I wanted to say carrots and cucumbers, but I decided against it.
Because he hates carrots and cucumbers. Those are the best ones.
I didn't want to see him as an immature kid complaining about his food. It just doesn't fit my cool intellectual image, you know?
You know.
Still haven't fully woken up yet. I confirm my understanding with Lucy once more.
So, you're telling me you made breakfast?
네, 루시가 실력을 발휘해봤어요.
Yes, Lucy tried putting her skills to the test.
앞으로 10여 분 후면 완성이 되니 이것 마시고 조금 기다려주세요.
It will be ready in 10 minutes, so please have a drink while master waits. A cup of water is presented to me. I was just starting to get a little thirsty too. As I grab hold of the cup, its pleasant coolness spreads along my skin.
I got water right here. Play this out.
I feel embarrassed about following Lucy's order, so I decide to make a small complaint as I put the cup to my lips.
Next time, you should wake me up when the food's actually ready.
안 돼요. 일어나자마자 식사를 하면 위와 장에 무리가 간답니다.
Lucy can't do that because it's unhealthy to eat before Master's stomach has fully awoken.
한 잔의 물로 장 활동을 재개시킨 이후에 음식물을 섭취하는 편이 좋아요.
Drinking a cup of water is necessary to get the insides moving. Only then Master can enjoy his food.
That's what I feel like every morning.
Yeah.
You get like all dry and amazing. How annoying.
What a strict one this robot is. I enjoyed the feeling of the cold water pouring down my throat and quenching my thirst. It feels like my insides are being cleansed thoroughly. Suddenly I realize how absurd this whole situation is. The fact that someone is preparing breakfast for me? Could I still be dreaming? I feel like I'm on cloud 9.
Wow.
Oh, Lucy cheerfully skips towards the kitchen. Ellen continued to stare at her blankly. Cloud 9.
Okay.
10 minutes have passed. Only now I feel more awake. It's a pain how my body is really slow to start itself up. I begin to feel hungry. The smell of Lucy's cooking motivates me to drag myself out of bed.
It's just so delicious.
I head straight to the kitchen table.
Excited. First time. Wow. Nice place still.
I'm stunned by the veritable feast laid out before me. A cloud of white steam is rising from a bowl of rice.
Ooh.
The soup is boiling with intensity.
Dang.
The sound it's making is music to my ears. And there's a perfectly prepared what? What?
Nothing
What?
prepared. And there's a perfectly
prepared fish along with a variety of side dishes.
Have you drink?
I don't know, it's just like, it's this drink, I think.
It's making your heartbeat fast. Cut down on the... I'm just kidding. It's like you had more than one.
It'd be shameful to compare this to a lunchbox from a convenience store.
Definitely. Have you ever cooked at home? Much better.
Appearing to have sensed my delight, Lucy smiles pleasantly. Her voice is full of tease.
에헴.
Not impressed.
I feel a sense of defeat. I begin to feel frustrated for no particular reason. I want to say something in reply, but decide to hold back.
I want to say something witty to her.
I take a seat in silence and lift my spoon.
맛이 어떠신가요?
How does it taste?
I haven't put it in my mouth yet. I haven't even taken a bite yet. What's the rush? Hold on a second.
자, 식기 전에 빨리 드세요.
Yes, yes. Please start before the food gets cold.
I'm gonna purposely wait. Good.
Lucy takes a seat at the opposite end of the table.
Ooh.
While striking a... Why did she say oh?
Oh, on the other side of the table.
So?
Keeping us company here, you know?
While striking a side pose with a hand on her chin, she urges me to eat. It was as if the food was suddenly going to disappear if I didn't start soon. She's gazing at me intently. She's trying not to make it obvious, but I can tell that she's very eager to see my reaction.
On the other side of the table.
Whatever I say next will decide what her face will show. I take a spoonful of the glossy white rice and put it in my mouth. Oh. It's good.
Almost too good.
Perfect flavor and texture. While I'm at it, let's try some side dishes too.
Ooh. This sounds like that one place in Salt Lake.
I know. That's what I just thought, like just now. Hot soup.
Let's tell the story.
No, it's just hot soup. Like, it's just the best.
Yeah.
Rice, everything. Side dishes.
For a breakfast too? Wow. Go ahead.
Marvelous. She really wasn't lying about her cooking skills. Let's be fair though. She probably knows only the best recipes from around the world.
Oh my gosh.
And since she's a robot, there wouldn't be any inconsistencies in her cooking. If they had programmed her to be a top-level chef, then this was to be expected. There's nothing to be surprised about.
Nothing.
But a robot's just a robot. So, she wouldn't be able to stop something like that. What? She wouldn't be able to top something like that. Mama used to make, as they say. Although personally, I've never had an opportunity to taste my mother's cooking, so I can't compare. Looking back at Lucy, who is still staring at me with great anticipation, I think about what I should say. I can feel an aura of confidence around her, yet she appears to be worried at the same time. She's expecting me to say something. I finally make my reply.
Oh, here we go. It tastes alright, I guess. Blah! This is horrible. I think we all need the coin for this. We gotta be good. We're good peoples here. Well, it tastes alright, I guess.
다행이네요.
Phew, what a relief.
All the anticipation for that response.
Even with my meek response, she still lets out a big sigh of relief.
입맛에 맞으실까 내심 걱정했어요.
Lucy was so worried that Master might not enjoy her cooking.
식성에 대한 정보가 부족했거든요.
Lucy was lacking the initial data.
You don't need to concern yourself with that. I've been eating fast foods all my life. I'll eat anything, even if you make me some porridge from pig intestines.
루시의 음식은
Is that how
돼지죽과
Lucy's
동급이란
cooking tastes
말이로군요.
like?
요리 하나 제대로 못하는 루시를
Speaking
부디
of Lucy for her
용서하세요.
lack of skills.
정말 루시는 안드로이드 실격이에요.
Lucy truly is a failure of an android. Aww.
He's enjoying it. He's enjoying it on that side. Hey! A thank you to Trending Band 2437 for that follow. Welcome to the Chief Fam.
Thank you for the follow. She actually looks pretty depressed about this. She looks as if she's about to run off while leaving behind a trail of tears.
Oh no.
Am I supposed to chase after her while holding a piece of bread in my mouth or something?
No, that's not what I meant. I'm saying that it tastes better than what I expected. So you don't need to beat yourself over it.
정말인가요?
Is that true?
Yeah. You
Sorry,
didn't put
sorry.
that away.
정말 믿어도 되는 거죠?
Can Lucy really trust Master in those words?
With those words.
Oh. Doesn't take long for Lucy to cheer up and start humming away happily. It's nice that she's easy to deal with. Continue to eat in silence while checking up on her after every few spoonfuls.
Spoonfuls. Oh, sounds so good. It's getting me hungry again. I ate not too long ago. Just like the sound of that for breakfast, it sounds amazing.
I can't tell how much time has passed.
Once
The
again.
bowl of rice I'd been eating from the start. What? Eating from has started to show its bottom. I don't know why I said it like that. I still glance at the clock. It's not yet time to leave for school. While reveling in my satisfaction, I decide to sit back in my chair to chill out for a bit.
Ooh, you got the sweatpants on. That's good.
Time passes. While cleaning up the empty dishes, Lucy asks me a question. Her tone was quite delicate, as if to soothe a small animal.
저 실례지만 주인님,
Pardon Lucy for asking,
어제부터 궁금했던 것이 하나 있는데요.
but there's something she has been wondering about since yesterday.
What is it?
저기
She seemed to be hesitating, so I gave her a little push.
Go ahead. That's good. Not literal.
로봇을 싫어하는 것은 혹시 아버님의 영향인가요?
The reason why Master hates robots? Is it due to father's influence?
Yes, definitely. Quietness.
The question catches me off guard. All the unpleasant memories involving my father come flying back. I suddenly realized that my chopsticks were frozen in midair. Without missing a beat, I continued delivering the food to my mouth. In an attempt to hide my surprise,
Oh.
I
Have a curt answer.
well, oh, good.
That's still my one line. So it's
Give
good.
me one line.
Well, I guess you could say that.
Nothing will change. Nothing will change from denying it. I put down the chopsticks and locked eyes with Lucy.
Oh. Oh.
The robot's just laid to waste. What? This robot's just laid to waste the values and beliefs I held for the past 18 years. What?
You're
What?
getting there.
Keeping
Keeping my eyes on the robot, I muse. Now that I think about it,
still my line.
yeah, I was probably brainwashed.
세뇌 당했다고 하심은?
By brainwashed, does Master mean?
I've heard nothing but awful things about robots since I was little. Robots are bad. Robots make us ill. Robots harm society. I grew up listening to that all the time, so it sort of just rubbed off on me. A little bit.
The previous generation of IT. Now the new generation of robots. As long as we live sandwiched between two generations, there's bound to be people advocating against new technology, such as robots. There are plenty of people out there who are strongly opposed to the production of robots. My father is prime example, hence his picture.
Yeah, he looks like a plain old man.
Plane?
Yeah.
What?
He looks mean. Like,
A plane.
yeah.
Look at this picture.
Wow.
Similar to what happened during the Industrial Revolution, the efforts of this profound new technology is gradually expanding across the globe.
It's already gotten here.
Robots are slowly taking away people's job opportunities. It costs less to maintain robots than to pay employee salaries.
That is a scary thing.
I mean, it's happened.
It's happening.
Oh, what did it say? Nothing?
Nothing. Oh, just
Robots never complain. They're just consistent in their performance, unlike people. They don't feel any stress or pain, and they never mess around.
That's true. Compared to some other people at work, huh?
It'd be much easier to deal with a robot than to fuss over a troublesome worker.
You better not spill that. Lifting it up.
Calm down.
Me, calm down.
We're only beginning to find out what kind of changes robots will bring to our society. Unemployment is getting out of control. All the newly formed jobs are being handled by robots. No robots. Picket sign. This is why many people shun robots. Why do I keep emphasizing random words?
I don't know. You had too many of these. This is the reason.
No one understands whether this is a temporary phenomenon arising from the drastic changes in our lifestyle or if it's a type of psychological disease. Quotes. It'll only become clearer as time goes on. One thing I can say for sure is that there's always been a divide amongst the population, as made evident by the Leadism movement in the early 1800s. Some are more willing to accept this new technology, while some are not. What?
2 things now. Oh man.
What happened?
2 things. Show them.
No.
Okay, good.
To me, a world run by robots doesn't seem too promising. A little bit of history lessons.
Yeah. Learning about the past here. It wasn't too late by the time I finally grown old enough to be. Hey, shush. Grown old enough to be able to think for myself. It's not as simple as just changing my perspective. Because maybe I still would have turned out like this even without my father's influence. My hatred for robots has simply become a part of my life now.
The most horrifying part of brainwashing is that you can never fight against it. It's technically impossible to bend someone completely to your will. You can't do anything about people acting loyal on the outside, but despising you on the inside. Brainwashing is different, however, because the person wouldn't have the knowledge to think for himself in the first place. And it's possible to take advantage of that bit by bit. As long as the victim never comes to realize this, he'll never be able to retaliate. There also needs to be a compelling reason for him to change. Even with a good reason, it's likely that he won't be willing to accept it. Stop laughing. Because if he did, he would be going against all the beliefs he'd held for his entire life. It would crumble the foundation of his very existence. The older a person becomes, the harder it gets for him to admit that
God, he's just laughing for now.
I can't.
That he has been
in the wrong.
Who knows? Maybe maybe I would have never come to hate robots. Oh, gosh. It's too late for me to start thinking about that now, though.
Hey, that's my line.
Well, you're slow.
루시는 말이죠.
Lucy really hopes that
주인님과 아버님 두 분 모두
Master
로봇을
and his
좋아해
father
주었으면
will come to
좋겠어요.
appreciate robots
That's what I hope right now.
루시를 좋아해 주셨으면 좋겠어요.
and appreciate Lucy.
앞으로 이곳에서 사이좋게 잘해나가고 싶으니까요.
She wants to get along with everyone.
Only right.
Upon hearing that, I unknowingly let out a bitter laugh.
You saw my father, what my father did when he found out you're a robot. You're asking for the impossible. It'd be a relief in itself if nothing happens to you behind my back.
그럴지도 몰라요. 하지만
Lucy understands that, but
그래도 로봇을
her
좋아해
wishes
주셨으면
remain the same.
좋겠어요.
Magic plot says we up.
Huh?
I say hi. Okay, Jared.
What is it?
We up.
What is that?
I got no idea.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I'm sorry. Explain yourself. Go ahead.
Her wishes remain the same.
And I'm speechless once again.
I sigh softly. She's failing to think logically as a computer.
Even after hearing that my father wants to throw you out, how could you still hope for something like that?
If person A hates person B, it's likely that person B will come to hate person A. At least that's how it is in normal human relationships. So how come Lucy can't grasp it? Because she's very patient and forgiving. No way. Because she's a robot that knows how to suppress its emotions. It's because she isn't human.
아버님도 분명 주인님처럼 마음이 따뜻한 분이시랍니다.
Lucy thinks that father is just as kind-hearted as master is.
루시는 알 수 있어요.
Lucy can tell.
그래서 앞으로 주인님과 좋은 관계를 유지했으면 하고 바라고 있어요.
That's why she hopes that he will remain a healthy relationship with master. Maintain.
물론 루시하고도요.
Flipping.
With Lucy too, of course.
You're already mistaken by calling me kind-hearted.
아버님뿐만이 아니에요.
And it's not just father. You just ignored me. That little...
주인님도
Hey.
리페어샵의 수리공
Let's say
아저씨도
something.
연구소 여러분들도 모두 좋은 사람들 뿐이랍니다.
Master, the man at the repair shop, and the researchers at the lab, they're all nice people.
주인님을 비롯한 세상 모든 사람들을 최선을 다해 서포트하는 것.
To be of a big help to everyone, including Master.
그게 루시의 사명이자 바람이에요.
That is Lucy's mission and her wish. Definitely sounds like something a robot would say. It doesn't seem like she's capable of sorting the good from the bad. I can't help but give a cynical reply.
Uh-oh. In the end, we're all the same. You've also been brainwashed, but in a different way. So cynical.
Lucy slightly tilts her head to the side.
Uh-oh.
She seems to do that whenever she's confused about something.
주인님, 무슨 말씀이신가요?
Could Master elaborate?
You will love humans. That's essentially what's been programmed into your main system. You have no free will. That's an illusion. You have no choice but to act this way.
She tilts her head from side to side. How fast? She doesn't seem to understand.
You want to help everyone, right?
네, 물론이에요.
Yes, of course.
And you're happy when you help people.
네, 무척 기쁘답니다.
Yes, Lucy is very happy.
Why do you think that you want to help others and that you feel happy once you do?
글쎄요. 이유가 뭘까요?
Lucy has no clue.
It's because the program those researchers put inside you is forcing you to feel this way.
그런 건가요?
Really?
Yeah. Your will and your personality are yours. But at the same time, they aren't. They're from the people that made you. They programmed you this way, and you're simply following orders. You're nothing but a puppet on stage whose strings are being pulled. It may look like it's moving by itself at first glance, but it's actually being held up by wires. And there are people behind the stage controlling these wires. That's who you are. You're only moving according to how they want you to move. Not impressed?
The pupils in Lucy's eyes diminish.
Oh.
She appears to be in deep thought.
주인님께서 무슨 말씀을 하고 싶으신 건지
Oh no.
모르겠어요.
After all of
Lucy still doesn't
Okay.
understand what Master is saying.
this. I'm saying that your actions have no actual meaning. You're just a toy to do certain tasks at a certain time. Nothing about you is real. There's no significance. Do you understand?
The mind, its emotions, and its intuition on the inside. The body, its movements and its reactions on the outside. If they're just part of a computer algorithm created by someone, then they aren't genuine. Any gestures, any sentiments, there's no meaning behind them. I stress that idea over and over again.
Something like that doesn't have any meaning.
그건 아니에요, 주인님.
That isn't true, Master.
Uh-oh.
She startles me with a sudden rebuttal. I wasn't expecting that from her.
What are you talking about?
의미가 없는 것은 아니랍니다.
There definitely is a meaning.
의미는 분명히 있어요.
Lucy knows.
You're saying that there is a meaning? You still don't get it. You were made to be friendly with humans through a program. It's not by your own choice. Your actions and your feelings they're all artificial. Sorry. That's
Oh, God.
why they're meaningless.
상관없어요, 누구의 의도이든.
You think I messed up a lot? I'm not the only one here.
It doesn't matter where Lucy's feelings come from.
What?
누구의 의향이든
No
루시가
matter who's
누군가를 도우면
controlling
누군가는
Lucy.
기뻐해요.
If Lucy helps someone, that person will be happy.
누군가가 기뻐하면
And if
루시도
he's
더불어
happy,
기뻐할 수
Lucy will
있어요.
be even happier.
누군가를 도울 수 있었으니까요.
Because Lucy was able to help someone in need.
루시는 사람을 도움으로 인해
In the
보람을
end,
느낄 수
both that
있고
person and Lucy will be
사람들은
happy.
필요로 하던 도움 루시는
Lucy
그것만으로도
is
만족할
satisfied
수
with that.
있어요.
Comes
그게
back
만약
stronger.
Even
누군가에
if she
의해
was
의도된 상황에
created for this
불과하더라도
purpose.
행동 역시
Even if she
루시의
is
의지가
acting on
아닌
someone else's
타이의
will.
루시에게 있어서
That's not
그건
important
전혀
to Lucy
중요한
at all.
문제가 아니에요. 루시가 그때 받았던
The
감정,
fact that Lucy helped
어떠한
someone,
행위,
how Lucy
도움을
felt
준
while
사실,
helping someone, how
도움을
Lucy was
받은
thanked for helping
누군가의
someone.
마음. 이 과정을 주인님은 가짜라고 부를지도
Master may
몰라요.
call such feelings fake
의도적으로 만들어졌으니까요.
because Lucy was made to feel and act this way.
하지만
But to
루시에게는
Lucy,
이것이
this is very
진짜고
much real,
또한
and this is where she
절대
finds
의미가
meaning in
없지도
her life.
않답니다.
We could hear that piano music, like just rising up.
Yeah.
Nonsense! Don't correct me. It's good. Oh,
제 이름은 루시 발렌타인이에요.
My name is Lucy Valentine. Lucy states her name as if she's announcing herself before a crowd.
uh-oh.
She also did not refer to herself in third person.
She's gonna fly out of the
루시라는
room.
이름은 빛이라는 뜻의
The name
라틴어에서
Lucy
따왔다고 해요.
comes from a Latin word meaning light,
사람들의 희망의 등불이
to
될 수
become a
있도록
messenger of hope.
그런 희망을 담아
That's how
지어진
Lucy
이름이라고
interprets her
해요.
name.
사람을 돕는 것,
Helping people, finding a sense of
사람을 도운 후에
accomplishment.
이것이 루시의
This
삶의
is what Lucy
목적이자
lives for.
보람이랍니다. 루시가 느끼는
This
가슴이
warm, fuzzy
따뜻해지는
feeling
이
in her
기분.
heart after helping someone.
이게 비록 타이에 의해
Even if she
만들어졌다고
was made to
하더라도
feel this way, these
이
feelings
감정은
are definitely
거짓이
real
되지
to Lucy.
않는답니다.
Oh man.
그건 분명
And that
의도와
is why she
상관없이
will continue to
진실하다고
help
믿고
people.
있어요.
Oh, speechless after that whole thing.
Oh.
Yeah, shut me up.
I tried to say something back,
Nope,
but the words never came out.
he couldn't think of it.
It felt as if there was something stuck in my throat. It wasn't exactly because I agreed with her, and it wasn't because I was touched by her words either.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
I actually thought she was very stubborn. As stubborn as a mule. It was rather because of how Lucy appeared so mature and real.
And real.
The way she confidently stated her opinion. Nothing about her was as remotely close to my idea of a robot. That's why I could only sit in silence.
Wow.
I wonder if that music was too loud.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Never picks it up.
It's kept getting louder and louder. It's like,
Yeah.
whoa.
I headed to school with my mind in a haze of confusion. Okay, you know what that means? Before we start a whole new thing, save it, and we will leave off here next episode, which will be on hopefully later today, if not the same time in 24 hours. Dang, a lot of stuff. We met our dad now finally, and he's pretty mean.
Yeah. We found out the name of the
doctor.
the doctor.
Ryu.
Yeah.
Reminds me of other games, but a lot of other games actually.
Yeah. And a lot happened, but not a lot happened. It's like really long, but
yeah.
A lot of information, a lot of talking.
Yeah, all the stuff. I could smell the food that she was cooking. It was awesome though. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves and enjoyed this small stream. Oh, it was actually pretty long actually. And this new shirt.
Yeah.
And your new necklace.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, we will end off here tomorrow. We will see you guys next time. Yeah, we got it. See you later.